So that's one. I finished all the introduction very shortly. Yeah, actually the normal course I usually I spend like 1 or 2 hours for detail about the blockchain. But anyway, okay, so this is the main part. Actually, what I actually to show you is a highlight. If you're just interested in curious about that, you may be some interesting because not like me, I know about this field. So okay, so when I saw that, oh, because I have a lot of experience in the licensing area. I'm also like a certified professional licensing credentials, and then I also like actively involved in the monetization area. And then I found that, oh, this is fantastic. There are other ways actually monetize your patent. So basic idea, without just assume that you know that this is a key part. So I will give you so what is the idea that actually that you monetize your patents or whatever intellectual property. I already told that it's not just for the patent. Anyone has a value asset. If you have asset has value, and then you can put into in the some monetization platform. So this is the idea that how you can develop your platform is that maybe you're not familiar with this blockchain. For example, you are in the purely in IP area, and then you are experiencing in licensing, and I know about what you're doing. I'm also doing, but just this you maybe you need to study something like that. I will provide all the like a reference or whatever, because last month I did 2 hours intense webinar about these topics, so you can refer it. And then maybe if you're interested, then you can collaborate with me to develop this platform. And then the first thing is that you need the value or patent or patent portfolio. It's a prerequisite. You need to show that your asset has value, right? And then other thing is that we call make a token is a tokenization. So making token and then putting in the blockchain is a tokenization process. So tokenize a patent or patent as a fungible token. And then this one is a term you understand is that fungible means that you can replace to any other. For example, the money is a tangible because your money can exchange to other money, like if they have the same value. So it's not unique asset value, right? But has value but not unique. So this is a fungible tokens, or you can monetize you can put in the tokenized patent and patent portfolio as a non-fungible token. They call some in the patent expert to say that like ERC 721, it is a standard. Also in blockchain area, they also has some several standard, and then fungible token has ERC 20, and then with non-fungible token NFT. If you are already in blockchain, you know that the listening NFT is a hard issue that you may have heard about, like somebody sold their like a digital art in like $1 million, something like that is one. But anyway, non-fungible means that it has a unique. This is only one, so you cannot replace by others, right? So you have this one. If you here is a fungible tokens, right? Means that the you one pattern can be generate a lot of tokens, but one pattern only generate one non-fungible token, right? And then here is you understand, but there are two ways to monetize: either fungible tokens or non-fungible token, right? And then, for example, fungible tokens, and then many fungible tokens, and then there are DeFi. In the DeFi market, they have a money market. DeFi money market means that because your fungible token is a representation of your patent, is a representation of your patent's value, right? So these tokens has value, right? So that means that you can use this value as a collateral. If you have a borrowing money, you know that you go to bank, you need to provide a collateral, whether it's like it's like a mortgage, in the United States, right? So you can use this as a collateral for the DeFi money market. If you already in here, but there are several DeFi money market. So if it's like a bank, they lend money by using this collateral. So you put your fungible token representing this pattern, and then you got the borrow money value. So this is one way, right? If you can, then you can use this money value for other things, right? And then you wanna back your fungible tokens and then pay them, and then with the interest, right? You need to pay some interest like a bank, and then you can. But anyway, so if you can, for example, your company, right? Your financing guy, and anyways, like you know that even you do some debt financing, right? So you provide some like collateral, whatever, and then you pay. It's the same thing. But fantastic is that if you want to like in the traditional banking, you know that we have several ways to monetize through the traditional ways like securitization, security backed like IP. If you're in the IP area, we may know that. And then if even the bank, you need to be like there are like some bank in out there that like some investment specifically that they get your pattern as a collateral. But what they're usually doing is that actually they want to like contract, and then they want assignment, and then they want to be registered as their co-owner or whatever, some complex process and evaluation process like that. But here, nothing. Just you have a value, and then recognize it in the market, and then you tokenize it, and then put it in the money market. In the money market, it will be automatically generated through the smart contract, and then it will give you money. So, fantastic, right? And then in the street, if you is a non-fungible, that means that you just tokenize as just one NFT. And then one way is like if you have a really nice one, like a real value, like some famous guys like digital art, and you can sell this one directly, right? But no need to that, because you can put it in the specific bonding curve. This is smart contract. I will shortly show you what is bonding curve shortly. But all the information is out there that I will link you to the where you find it, and then anyone can buy share. In this case, it's like the licensing. You have a several ways like exclusive licensing, and then non-exclusive licensing, and then regional licensing. So there are many ways you put in your asset in the license by some different. It's the same thing, right? So you share this IPR, intellectual property rights, by the as a collector and then receiving fungible token. So what this means is that the one NFT can generate as ownership IPR, and then by sending collateral and then receiving a fungible token, and then you can utilize this fungible token like this one or whatever. So the beauty of this is the most difficult part of pattern monetization is valuation. And then I also have a, for example, I have also credential, like I have a certification like a pattern valuation. I have a like a I'm not sure, but if you're in the accounting area, I have a trained like certified valuation and analysis, CVA. I did it. And then you need a specific technique like a discount accounting, or the some many different ways to value your pattern. And the best way is a market value, like to try to find at a similar case in the industry, and then try to find the value. But here the beauty is that they will set free selective bonding curve, make sense of the whatever that they will give you price automatically. You know, this price, if you provide by this bonding curve, they will preset, and then you don't worry about the money, the like valuation. This is another beauty, that this pricing part, that this smart contract will automatically give you some money value. So this is one that I really like. Want to try this one as a DeFi collateral concept, using this one to the pattern monetization area. So for example, yeah, another thing is that recently I'm going to do some trial. Is I want to initiate some unique project. For example, that you want to develop like COVID-19 treatment drugs, right? Or other like very innovative way. And then fundraising is initial fundraising is very difficult sometimes, right? I'm also have some idea that recently I'm going to develop like a very like compact size like a data center that in the, I'm an AI and big data, that area I'm much familiar with, and then I try to monetize that area, and then and I found that even that project is unique, and then it can raise a fund through this concept like a generate tokenize your project, and then put it in the money market or collateral or whatever, and then you can raise a fund. This one. So this is a key topic, and then to help you to understand this topic, if you are not familiar with this space, so actually not like me, if you know both sides, actually this side actually need collaboration between DeFi expert and blockchain expert with the IP expert to generate this one. Well, otherwise, then I can collaborate with you. I know about both sides, so I can do that. So actually, what to understand this one, you need to actually spend time. If you wanna really, if you're IP expert and wanna really do for yourself, then you need to do every topic in here to actually to develop this platform for yourself. But here I gave a 2 hours intensive webinar. I provide all the information that how you can develop this platform. So here is a link, and then here is a YouTube video, and then you can look at it. And then here is some ecosystem, whatever. This is maybe just introduction. And then I have about 7 minutes. So I will little bit give you more about this DeFi space. This is one that I used in the previous webinar. So I will give you just, I cannot give you all thing on 7 minutes. That I want to give you just bonding curve. So bonding curve is this one. So bonding curve, this one, that this is the, you see the token. This is a token supply. Token supply, you through the tokenization, you know that I already told you like fungible tokens. You have a bunch of a token, and then how you can generate your fungible token is based on, this is your value. So you put your some money, and then they will give you token. This is a tokenization. So this is the one, for example, that you have a non-fungible token, for example. Then and then you place in here, and then it will generate the value about your non-fungible token based on this curve. So if you want to like monetize something, then pricing is issue, and then this curve actually you select. So you want to select like how the actually token generates through the your presetting. So you need to understand this type of what kind of the bonding curves out there and what their characteristic, and then how they can actually changing depending on the price and then supply. Here is the key point that you need to understand. So actually here is the idea that I already give you, that NFT for DeFi, tokenization of NFT. So here is a NFT, and then you have put in your NFT to like in the bonding curve, and then you will give you like a bunch of the fungible tokens. This concept I explain here, so you can look at in my video. Here is okay, okay, this part maybe not. Another thing maybe can help you to develop platform is to this one. Actually, you need to develop all things from scratch. The reason is that there are out there a lot of the information. For example, in the GitHub space, all of these DeFi specs is open software, and then you can find out a lot of previous developed platform and component. And then this money Lego means that they encourage it combine the previously developed technology to do that. So what is money Lego? Oh, here. So it's better idea that, for example, that I'm going to initiate also mine own project. I have a morning call with some developer today that I gave him my idea that actually I told you that I want to tokenize the decentralized way to monetize the data center, AI data center. And then what I'm doing is maybe you can follow the same thing, because I know about the whole this concept, and then I know about what the procedure. Then I needed some actually developing some engineer at least understand Java and JavaScript and then C and C++ language, and then some experience in the blockchain space. And then I can provide what kind of the component like here to develop my smart contract. And what kind of thing you need to refer. Then I know about all the white papers and then GitHub space, and then pinpoint that this might be helpful, and then ask to the engineer about the just integrate them. And then you need to develop like, for example, you have logic like a smart contract logic, and then you need to develop what kind of bonding cover you want to that, and then how many tokens will you want to generate, what is your expected value of your monetization, something like that. And then select the previous smart contract, and then integrate them to develop your own smart contract. So that's easy. And then there are a lot of the tools actually to verify that. And the most critical thing is that this is very, very critical, is that the safety of this smart contract. And then, so it should be no errors, and then can be protected about in the hackers. And there are out there a lot of the companies, third party companies actually have auditing this one. So through this auditing, then you can confirm that your smart contract working, and then even your smart contract has no problem through the third party. And then platform, you don't need to develop the blockchain network platform, because you can either use like a existing platform, for example, Ethereum is the most popular one. And then recently, the Ethereum has some cost problem we call gas problem. So that actually you can use other like a layer two, they call it, and then other like a platform like a talk like a other platform that I explain in here, that second layer or something like that. Here's a layer one, like a Ethereum, Cosmos, and Polkadot, or there's layer two like a Plasma, LoRa. So you can use this one. This is the existing one. So once you have they have provide API. So if you have a work with an engineer, then you can develop your own monetization platform using this blockchain network platform here, and then using this your money Lego and the concept, and then put into your smart contract put in here. Another engineer you need is front end side one. Front end side means that you need to interact with your users. So that actually they want to interact with you, then you need to provide the user interface or something like that. So at least and the subject matter expert like you, what kind of the patent portfolio you want to monetize. So at least four members can be as a team, and then can develop this one. So cost wise, actually the in-house you have a lot of the patent portfolios, and then you need to do in the cost way. Otherwise, maybe you can maybe find out there are out there like some platform actually, if you put into your NFT, and then they automatically provide the bonding cover whatever, then you can just some in the smaller cost, and then rather than developing for your own, you can using then existing platform, and then tokenize your patent and patent portfolios, and then directly the monetize it. So it's already 1 minute past 9. So I cannot tell you everything in here, but I share you the link so you can look at it, and then I gave you idea that you wanna do that, and then you can look at it and then collaborate with other engineers for your own, or the supporter from the third party, and then using your existing one. And then other option will be if you want to collaborate with me, and then I can collaborate with you for even, because I know about the both side, or I can develop monetization platform through this process. Okay, so that's it for the 2 hours, and I finish it all part. And then